How you doing, everyone? Say this here, AirMech tips and tricks coming at you for one of my favorite games, AirMech. First and foremost, you want to make sure you cover your bases. You got to make money, and you got to secure your base. What I like to do first is get a few money makers. A lot of people don't like the bot makers, but it's all about the bots. You want all of those control points, and the quickest way to do it is if you keep spawning more and more bots. Why rely on 4 when you could have almost each and every base spawning bots for you? Now, pretty much, you want to hurdle up all the mobile units so they will go ahead and go to the next base. And stationary units, try to back them up with healers and block off any paths so the other units cannot penetrate. So as you can see there, I just had a couple of T99s right behind it. Have a little bit of healers and tanks surrounding it. I'm going on creating that nether bot spawner, which I'm going to do. Some people don't like this sergeant, but the sergeant is a pretty useful guy. He will actually take the NPCs and make them into playable characters. Sergeant will automatically pull any other mobile units to him, and he'll just hang around him until you give him orders, just like any other unit. As you can see right here, that little circle around him pretty much tells all the other units to come to it. So that's all automatic, by the way. If you go ahead and take that main unit and just move it, all the other units will follow it no matter where you place it. So it makes it easy for you to micromanage. Next thing up here is try to take those control points. What I do in the beginning is just push all of my units to the next base, because we need to get some of those neutral zones. We need to get some of those units out. So again, back up some units with healers so you could have more bang for your buck. Just go ahead and make a quick drop. They'll get destroyed, but you can keep rebuilding it. Alright, T99's coming up. A couple of buckies. And of course, we got a healer. I'm going to go ahead and pop him down over here so we can secure this base. Alright, and got a healer over there, pretty secure. Now we're going to go ahead and just surround that healer, focus on the next guy. Again, there are multiple planes you could use. I'm using the one that has the healing ability right now, so you could literally take one unit and conquer a whole point just with one unit. All you gotta do is keep healing, shoot, healing, shoot. Alright, next step up. Keep on continuing, because since I'm playing AI, it's not that hard. I just want to give you guys a quick tip on what the game is about. Pretty much, it is a hybrid RTE, RTS, real-time strategy, RPG as well. Get to upgrade your characters. But now, since I think I have pretty much a good amount of control points, I'm just going to bucky spam them. Just keep on building a few buckies with the healers behind it in tow. And that way, as the buckies keep shooting, we take over some control points. I don't like to leave any units behind because it just takes up all your cap points. So you might as well just keep either pushing up your units or making them fight and keep rebuilding. There's no point just having them stationary in places where you know the other teammates are not going to go. Like back here, for some reason, you're not going to be able to penetrate that. A good thing with the sergeant is have the SAM units with the sergeant, so that way the sergeant will automatically have SAMs around him, because they do ground to ground and ground to air combat. It's a pretty good combination, because you could actually use them as a good defense. And you can see I just moved my I'm going to move my SAM unit. I'm going to move my sergeant, I'm sorry, all the way up here, and all those SAMs that were next to it that automatically got, attached to it are going to go ahead and start moving there. So that's pretty cool. By the way, Sergeant is a brand new unit that just came out recently, one of the newer ones. I think it's fantastic. And you can see right here that little blip thing automatically happens, and if I move them, it moves. Alright, let's get back to the task at hand. I'm going to go ahead and push all these units out because I don't need them. Keep the healers there just so they could keep healing those T99s if there are any few staggering attackers. Alright, Buckies might not always be the best option. It's good to have a tank. Tanks are great. Gemini is my favorite tank that I use. It has a dual barrel, a little bit slower, cheaper, more impact. There's a new one called Buster, which is good, but it's a lot lighter in armor. Alright, go ahead and start pushing them out. Quickly just help these guys out real quick. And you can see I just have them surrounded. I'm about to plop a healer in the middle, and boom, I got that point, guaranteed. There's no way they could take it. You guys got to be careful too. Make sure your base is secure. Sometimes people flank around as you're paying attention up in front. You got to pay attention to what's going on behind you. Alright, I should take over the next base. I'm going to basically push all these to the next base. Give them the attack order. And that next base should be mine. Alright, pushing these guys out. Taking them out. And I'm basically hitting the base command, which automatically just pushes it to the next available base that's not mine. And if you occupy all bases, you hit the base one, it'll automatically attack. Attack will automatically attack, disregarding any bases that you have not taken. So that's that. Pretty much I got this game up wraps, but AirMech, this map is called Simple. Pretty good strategy. Make sure you always have healers behind your main units, so that way they could keep on healing. Sergeant is great with some SAM combo, and Bucky is always good for spamming. Don't forget about your money makers. If you use certain units, you definitely need money. If you don't have the ultimates, just buy the regular ones now, because the ultimates cannot be used in PvP, not unless otherwise specifically allowed by the creator of the game. Alright, game's about done. I'm just gonna pluck a whole bunch. Cool thing about this game, your units above, if you put units above other units, they have tactical advantage. Units below will not be able to always hit the units above them, so make sure you use that to your advantage. As you can see, I did put a whole bunch on the side over there. Alright, get a couple of those healers out. Go ahead and plug that right behind there. Use the Buckies as tanks, healers behind it. And if you do that combo, pretty much just take over. They'll just keep on healing them. Alright. Also a good strategy, if you're going to attack the enemy, they have healers, attack healers first. Because you will go through a lot of units when they go through a few, just because they have a few healers and a few units. And as you can see up here, I got tactical advantage. Alright. I was just going to slow down the process just so I could talk a little bit more while you guys could have something in the background. It's a great game, free, it's on Steam, there's an independent client, make sure you get it. Thank you for watching, have a great day.